Hello guys, so in this video we are going to say this problem, recover the original array. So what the problem says is, it says basically that I'm not going through this whole question. I'll just in brief I'll tell you what the question says is, you are given an array and suppose there are three elements a b c, let it be. So what you have to do, what it has been done is, suppose an number k, so some value k has been subtracted from each of these numbers. So what we will get is a minus b, k, b minus k, and c minus k, and same number is added to all these numbers. So it is saying a plus k, b plus k, and c plus k. So basically what it is saying is, we are given this particular array, not necessarily in the same order can be anything, and we have to find the original array, that is this abc. That is what this whole problem is saying, and you can return any of the valid array. So if you see from the example, I'll go in the like reverse direction, then I'll come. It is like, suppose the original array was 3, 7 and 11, and a k was 1. So basically if you subtract 1 from each of this, you will get 2, 6 and 10. If you add 1 to each of them, you will get 4, 8 and 12. So basically this is our array that is given here. So that is what I'm saying. If you are given this particular array, then retrieve the original array. This is what the question says. So how we can proceed with this is, let's see for some basic, what do you say, concepts. Okay, so suppose our array is abc, and as we have seen in the previous one, suppose the element that we need to subtract and add, that is k. Okay, so what our final array will be, our final array will be like this: a minus k, b minus k, c minus k, a plus k, b plus k, c plus k. The order is not necessarily the same as it is given here. Order can be anything, but we have to see like the numbers will be these only, nothing else. Now if you see this carefully, what I can say, or you can see here is, if you see this a minus k is here and this a plus k is there. Okay, so basically like the common pairs. Okay, this b and k, this a and k, and this c here. So if you subtract this a minus k with a plus k, so what you will get, a plus k minus of a minus k, you will get twice of k. Okay, so basically why I'm saying this is, we need to find okay, the original array from this array. So if we know the difference, we can easily find the original array. So for finding out the difference k, what we can do is, we can pick up any element on the array, any element, be it b minus k or a minus k, and subtract this particular value with all the other elements. Okay, so while doing that, there will be some other element from which if you subtract, we will get twice of the difference that was taken to actually create this particular array. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do is, I'll take the first of the array, at index 0, and I'll subtract this particular one with every other value in the array, and then we'll get a array called difference array. Okay, so basically for this case it will be 0, and then it will be b minus k minus a minus k, and then there is c minus k minus a minus k, and here we'll get 2k, and similarly here. So basically what we are then going to do is, once we get the difference array, for each of these differences we'll try to create the array. Okay, so if at any particular difference, if any of the difference that is there, if we are able to create that array, then we will return that particular array as it is. Okay, now one thing to note here is, when we are subtracting the values, the thing that we will get is 2k. Okay, the difference, suppose we'll subtract this 2, so we'll get 2k. So when doing the difference, the answer should be even, the difference should be even, and we'll be calculating for that only, not for odd, and the difference should not be 0. So these two things we will ignore. If the difference that we are doing, if the difference is 0 or it is odd, then we will not take that difference, otherwise we'll take it. Okay, so now let's see this with an example. So suppose I'll taken this from the example itself. This is our array. So basically what we are going to do is, we are first going to sort it. So if you see here, we'll get the sorted array, and then if we'll take 2, and take out its difference with every other element. So what we are going to do is 2 minus 2 is 0, then 4 minus 2 is 2, 6 minus 2 4, 8 6, 10 minus 2 8, 12 minus 2 10. So similarly we will get the difference array, and this 0 2 4 is there. So as I have said, while calculating the differences and storing it, this particular 0 will be ignored. We will not store it. Why I have shown here is just to get clarity that we are subtracting this particular 2 from everything. That is why I have kept here 0. So but while calculating the difference, we won't be considering the 0 or any odd value that is there. Okay, so let's see the code how we are going to calculate the difference. That is pretty easy one. So if you see, this is our main method that was called with the nums passed. So we'll first sort it here, the way we did it here. Then we'll create an array list or a vector in C++ where we'll store the differences. So what we are going to do, we are going to iterate over all the numbers, and then we are going to do num minus num0, the initial one at 0. And if the value is greater than 0, that is, it should not be 0, right? And the difference is even, then only we are going to add it here. So here you can take array list or you can take a set as well, because we need not to calculate the twice of the difference. So that depends upon you. So we'll add that particular difference, and now for each of this difference, if you can see, for each of this difference we are going to calculate the final array if we are able to. So here this function, you see, check the difference, we'll see it in the later slides, that this particular function tries to create the array when we pass that particular difference. You see, that particular difference is there when we pass it to the array, and we pass the original the array here, and we pass the difference. So once we pass the difference and the original array, we see whether we are able to get the original array back or not. So whatever array list we get, we see whether its length is equals to num's length divided by 2. Why it is divided by 2? Because if you see here, whatever the length is, we will do minus k from each and we'll do plus k for each. So that is why like n here plus n here. So this final array that will be, it will be of twice of length. Okay, that is why when we are getting the final array, we are subtracting dividing this particular array divided by 2, and then we are checking whether that is is equals to divide by 2, and if it is, we will return the array, and this will do for each difference. If we don't find any of the array, we'll just return an empty array as it is. Okay, now let's see this particular function, this check diff, and we'll see this with an example how we are creating the array, or how we are generating the original array using the difference that we have got. Okay, so this was pretty easy one. We are just sorting it and getting the difference, and now for each difference we are trying to create the array. Let's see how we do that array thing. Okay, how we create the array. So basically what we do is, initially I have created a frequency map. So there I'm just storing like what are the frequency of each of the values. So our array was like this, like 2 4 6 8 10 12. So each of them have their frequency, which is stored here in the map. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, so this part of the code is done. This is our answer. This is the final array that I'm going to get. Now for each number, so initially we'll take 2 and we'll check whether 2 is there in the map or not. Okay, 2 is there, and the frequency, or the difference we have got here, diff. So difference, suppose I'm taking the final answer. Okay, so difference, suppose let is 2. So we'll do 2 plus 2 4. Is 4 there? Yes, it is there, and the frequency of 2 should be greater than 0. That is, it should be available. And we check whether the 4 is there in the map or not. Okay, 4 is there, and yes, frequencies also should be greater than 0. If that is the case, we will add num plus diff by 2. Why I'm saying? Because suppose this is our value, this num, but this num is formed by doing the original array, suppose a minus k, right, or a plus k. But here in this case we will do we will consider it a minus k. Why? Because we have first of all sorted it. So the first number that we'll be getting is a minus k, and then this a plus k we are searching here, right? So that is why what I'm doing is a minus k I'm considering, and storing diff by 2. Why diff by 2? Because the difference that we have calculated was twice of k. So the our actual number will be k only, right? So that is why I'm dividing it by 2. That is, this will be equals to k, and then adding it to the number that is 2 and storing it. So basically we have stored 3, and then what we are doing is we are subtracting 1 from their frequency. So this will be 0, this will be 0, right? Now we go to 4, we check the frequency of 4 is not greater than 0, so we'll skip it. Then we go to 6. Okay, 6 is greater than 0, and then 6 plus 2 8, it is also present and it is also greater than 0. So what we'll do is we'll do 6 plus 1 7. Okay, so we'll add 7 here, then we'll do minus on frequency of both 6 and 8. These two also gone, so 0 0. Then this 6 6 for 6 we have calculated. For 8 we will not, because the frequency is not 0. Similarly for 10 we'll go, and this all this condition will be valid, so we will adding 11 and then removing the frequency of these two. Then 12 we won't be getting, because this frequency will be 0. Okay, so that is how we will get our original array, and this we will return. So when returning, we'll check whether its length is equals to 3, because our original array was of length 6, and that way we can get, okay, the value is like the size is 3, and this is the array that we have got, and this is our answer. Let's see this with another example where this frequency is greater than 1. Okay, so let's take this second example that is given here. Let me go back, just give me a second. Yeah, so if you see here 1133 is there, it is already sorted, so we sorted it and then we created the difference. So if you see here 0 0, I have just shown here to just give the clarity that we are subtracting. So we have got 0 0, but this will not be included in our final difference array list. Okay, so if you see here, so once this is calculated, the difference, the diff array will be containing only 2 comma 2. If we have used set here, this will only contain 2. If set, if array list, then 2 comma 2. So while calculating for 2, what we are going to do is we are going to see whether we can create an array with 2 or not. If yes, then we'll return, otherwise not. So let's see how we are actually checking it. So our array was like this. Okay, 1 1 3 3. So 1 was frequency was 2, third frequency was 2, and now we have created this frequency created. Now we are going to go for num. So initially we are at 1, so we are checking frequency of 1 greater than 0. Yes, it is. It contains the difference. There we have was 2. Okay, 2 was passed as a difference, so 3 is also there, and 3 frequency is also greater than 0. So what we are going to do is we are going to add num, which is 1, plus difference by 2, which is 2 divided by 2 1. So we have added 2 to our array list, and then we have subtracted 1 from each. So once we have subtracted from here, once we have subtracted from here, so what is the remaining? 1 remaining, both in both the cases. Now again we'll go back to this one. So when we again go back to 1, we'll check, okay, frequency is greater than 0, and this plus 3, like plus difference, that is 3, is also present, and it is greater than 0. So then what we are going to, we are again going to add 2, and we are again going to do 0 0 minus 1. Okay, now when we come to 3, its frequency is not greater than 0, so it is kept. When we again come to 3, its frequency is not greater than 0, this is kept. So this is our array list that is formed, and we are returning this. Then again we are, what we are checking is, we are checking whether it is uh, so sorry, yeah. So if you see here, we are checking the length, and that is 2. Here if you see, the length is 2, which was divided by 2, 4 divided by 2, that is 2. So this way we are returning this 2 comma 2, and we get an answer. So let me try to submit this problem, and then we'll see it passes or not. Okay, so if you see, this is the two method that we have: recover array, and this is our utility function which creates that particular array based on the particular difference that is passed here. Okay, so if you see here, based on the difference, we will calculate the array, and once we have calculated the array here, we will check whether the length is half or not. If yes, we will return, otherwise we'll do this for every difference. Otherwise, if you don't find anything, we'll just return an empty array. Let me try to submit it. Okay, so it is successfully submitted and accepted in of all cases. Okay, so I hope you would have understood the basic concept and the intuition behind it, how we have proceeded with this problem. Let me know in the comments if you think like there can be any improvement in the code or anything, and thank you.